Bonjour, good morning everyone. What a session we had. Before I start, I want to bring your attention to my right. I don't know how many of you have seen what is written there, but this is a very powerful statement which I want to read here. So I dream of these cities where people and transportations are interconnected and wisely use sustainable available natural resources. Formula E will help make this come true. And I also dreamt of creating sustainable cities and communities. And I am one of the 200,000 employees of Mahindra Group, which dream day in, day out about creating sustainability, creating sustainable cities. Whether it is in farm sector, whether it is in automotive sector, whether it is in hospitality sector, and last not but least, Mahindra Racing, we take pride to be associated with Formula E to create sustainable communities and sustainable cities, and we are proud of what we are doing today. My name is Pratik Saxena, and I am based out of Silicon Valley, California. And the sustainability is inculcated within the companies through a culture. And that culture in Mahindra, we call it Mahindra Rise. So I'm an in-house entrepreneur where Mahindra accepted to fund my idea, and it also helped me to meet my dream, which was creating my own organization. And my dream is about sharing of green energy resources. So creating a self-sufficient energy resources within the smart cities, within the villages. Why can't I get electricity to 2.5 billion people who do not have access to electricity today? Why can't I help communities to reduce their carbon emission by creating local generation and using it locally? So avoid huge transmission distribution. When Uber can do it for taxis, when Airbnb can do it for hotels, and Facebook can do it for media content, why can't we do it for electricity? With that, we got into the problem statement, and the problem statement is we can do anything, provided we get data. And that's where, okay, here we go. So, so the proof of the pudding is in the real projects. So here is where I believe that when you dream of sustainability, sustainable communities, people come around and help you. And that's where Mahindra decided to fund me, and that's where Government of Ontario, not too far from here, helped me. They funded a project at Niagara-on-the-Lake, which is about how to get access to the data. Now that is a technology problem. Richard talked about data and technology. So you can achieve the solution, but then there has to be a mission, there has to be a business problem to solve. And the business problem which we solved here with the help of Government of Ontario was how to access the load of electric cars on the local distribution transformer. So not too many people take it very seriously, but think about this, when millions of electric cars start getting on our grid, maybe grid is, in a larger grid, it is ready to take that much load, but think about a smaller grid, which is at the distribution transformer level, where an electric car is equivalent to a dryer load, and imagine like 3 or 4 electric cars charging at the same time for 8 hours, what it is going to do. I'll give you a small example based on the project which we got into. You know, these distribution transformers are of 50 kVA. You don't have to be technical savvy about it, it's just the number. And an electric car charging is about 6 kVA. So think about this, if I'm buying an electric car, my neighbor is buying an electric car, there would be at least 3 or 4 electric cars on one transformer which feeds into 8 to 10 homes here. So 24 kVA on a 50 kVA or 100 kVA transformer, you are overloading the transformer by almost 25%. So what is going to happen? The utilities are facing this problem and will keep on facing this problem as the electric cars start getting proliferated into the market. So we took this problem statement And we started getting access to the data, as Professor said, and then started analyzing it. Can you believe this? When we got into the project, the biggest challenge we had was how to get access from the electric vehicle charging station data, because 90% of EV chargers are either encrypted or proprietary. That's where I congratulate the Mayor of Montreal to agree on an open protocol and an open platform, because that's where the innovation would happen. So once you start getting the data, then everything starts falling in place. And that's what we achieved from the project at Niagara-on-the-Lake. And we are so proud of it, because we are not able to get the data, but we were able to connect it to analytics. We were able to connect it to the mobile solution where the customers can make the payment. In a minute, I'll also show you a screen like this, where customers were empowered. Not only they were able to integrate electric vehicle charging system to their home consumption, but also if a customer has got a solar rooftop like I have, I am able to integrate it to this platform where I have an ability to sell it back to the grid. Now my next mission or vision is to have an ability to sell my electricity to my neighbor when I'm on a vacation, which is the shared business economic model. And that's where I want to end with saying thank you to Montreal for such a hospitality, and again congratulations for being winning the Smart Cities Award. They really and truly deserve it. Thank you very much.